Nakakapagod po ang marathon hearing. Masakit sa dibdib pakinggan ang kwento ng mga pamilya ng biktima. Nakakainit ng ulo ang mga duwag at demonyo na nagtatago at umiiwas sa ating hearings.
Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
The House of Representatives will remain a bastion of democracy, where the rule of law is respected, human dignity is upheld, and justice is pursued without fear or favor. It is that pursuit of justice that brings me to this rostrum once again to urge this body to continue what we began in the 19th Congress, to seek the truth, to hold the guilty accountable, and to give voice to those who can no longer speak for themselves. Let us not allow the passage of time or political convenience to bury the horrors we have uncovered. Their lives lost, the mothers left mourning, the children orphaned, the names forgotten by all but their families. This should not be tragic footnotes in our nation's history, for they are wounds that demand healing and crimes that demand justice. Aaminin ko po, Madam Speaker and my dear colleague, the work of the Quad Committee in the 19th Congress was not easy, especially for a senior citizen like myself. Nakakapagod po ang marathon hearing. Masakit sa dibdib pakinggan ang kwento ng mga pamilya ng biktima. Nakakainit ng ulo ang mga duwag at demonyo na nagtatago at umiiwas sa ating hearings. These accomplices and enablers hiding behind their lawyers and using their resources to avoid accountability. But, as we all saw for ourselves, these hearings were all necessary. Many difficult truths were brought to light. And in the process, we came up with legislation that we filed last Congress. Legislation that we have already refiled. One is the Anti-Extrajudicial Killing Act, which seeks to define and penalize extrajudicial killings under our laws to ensure that never again will the ambiguity of legal definitions be used to shield those who kill with impunity. Another is the Civil Forfeiture Act, which empowers the government to go after the assets and ill-gotten wealth of those involved in heinous crimes, including those who profited from operations that targeted the poor while leaving the powerful untouched. But, Madam Speaker, the process of reckoning is far from over. There is still work that must be done. Truth that remain hidden. Perpetrators who remain unpunished. And families who still wait for answers. That is why I rise today to appeal to this august body. Let us reconvene the Quad Committee in the 20th Congress. Let us continue the investigation into the extrajudicial killings that scarred our nation. Let us show the Filipino people that justice does not expire with time, and that this Congress has the courage to finish what it has started. Under our rules, Madam Speaker, a joint inquiry or investigation may be conducted if matters are referred to two or more committees. We have a clear procedural framework in place to this, building upon the success of the Quad Committee during the 19th Congress. Originally, the 19th Congress Quad Committee was proposed by Deputy Speaker Aurelio Dong Gonzales in his privileged speech to cover three complex yet interrelated societal problems: the POGOs, illegal drugs, and extrajudicial killings or EJKs. Now, for the 20th Congress, while we still need to look deeper into these three and the pending issues that were left unresolved because of the adjournment of Congress. The proposed Quad Committee will adopt a wider mandate and investigate the persistent and systemic problems of criminality and criminal syndicates that have flourished across the years, often with the aid and protection of past and incumbent government officials. Isa pong halimbawa, lumalabas po ang issue tungkol sa missing sabongeros. Ay maituturing natin na EJ case. May mga aligasyon pa na ilang miyembro ng ating kapulisan ay sangkot sa mga insidenteng ito at mga matataas na tao sa lipunan. Kamakailan ay nakademanda na ng murder ang ilang mga business people tungkol dito, Madam Speaker. Hindi na ito bago sa atin. Ito kahalintulad ng mga kaso ng EJK na ating inaiimbestigahan noong 19th Congress, kung saan may umaabuso sa kanilang kapangyarihan. Ang tanong ngayon, bakit sila pinapatay? May connection ba ang mga kasong ito sa mga naunang EJ case na ating iniimbestigahan? O nagkaroon na ba tayo ng kultura of killing with impunity?
Ang pagbabalik ng Quadcom 2.0. Noong Lunes sa kanyang privilege speech, nanawagan si Manila 6th District Representative Benny Abante na buuing muli ang Quad Committee, isang joint investigative body na binubuo ng 4 na komite: Human Rights, Public Order and Safety, Dangerous Drugs, at Public Accounts. Kasunod dito, inapruba ng Kamara ang House Resolution No. 106 na muling nagbigay ng kapangyarihan sa Quadcom na ipagpatuloy at palalimin ang investigasyon simula noong nakaraang Kongreso, lalo na sa mga kasong may kaugnay sa extrajudicial killings, pag-abuso ng kapangyarihan, at katawaliang kinasangkutan ng mga opisyal ng pamahalaan at sindikato. Sa mga salitang binitawan ni Congressman Abante, let us not allow the passage of time or political convenience to bury the horrors we have uncovered. Justice does not expire with time. Ang pagbabalik ng Quadcom ay hindi lamang para tapusin ang sinimulan, kundi para tiyaking walang makakalusot sa harap ng katotohanan at batas. Sa ilalim ng Quadcom 2.0, ang layunin ay simple ngunit matapang: truth, accountability, and reform that protects human life and dignity.
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw. Bunyog.